Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
Bree, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Andrew, we got Maruta, Jojo, and Bartman. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. It is Monday night. We're doing all right. We had a nice first Monday back to work. Had a great weekend. I think everything is going all right. I think we're looking pretty good so far. Definitely there. Let's lower that light a little bit. There we go. So it's not quite as blinding as it was before. It's always good. All right, let's go with Bree. Wants to know, will my Cancer crush Jacob, there you go, and I ever meet? If so, what will he think of me? If we're going to meet a Cancer crush, we're going to use the de facto deck that we always use for love readings because it's beautiful and it's lovely. It is a good love reading deck indeed. Pie War, welcome. How you doing? It is the Modern Love Tarot. Yeah, you gotta get this one and use it as often as you can because it is amazing and beautiful and gorgeous and all of the other good stuff the way it goes. Anyway, yeah, you gotta get the action in while you can. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got. A Cancer crush. Oh my, we're afraid we can't meet right now. So obviously, I think that's sort of why we're asking, right? Why you're asking, because maybe we can't meet right now, or there's something that's interfering with it. Something's holding us back. And that is the theme of the Eight of Swords indeed. When you have something holding you back, the opportunity is not there. Something's pulling on you. And it's not, whoa, it's loud. Something's pulling on you. And it's not exactly something that you're ready to go forth and do. So yeah, you're definitely kind of in that mode of, I got to get something going on. I got to get some things happening, but the Eight of Swords, where the whole energy is just really restricted, it's pulled back, not making what we need. Well, the King of Wands, there's a lot of pent-up energy, and that is good. The King of Wands is the rescuer here. You need a rescuer in this situation. You can't just be restricted with no chance in sight, no exit, no anything. Leena and jendeukie, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. Where the King of Wands talks about that fire energy, all of the pent-up stuff that needs to get released, that needs to get met, and it's just not making there. Ultimately, the Five of Cups, the longer it takes for us to meet our sort of mate, the longer it takes for us to get this going, it just feels like it just drags it out. So are you going to meet? I do think so. We're going with a thumbs up over here, and I think that we're going to meet indeed. The Chariot says you inspire them in many ways. You get them moving. You get the sort of the motivation going. And I think that they're ready to sort of, go into a relationship. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that it seems like the Cancer has been looking for that perfect relationship, that great opening, that great thing. Reiki, speaking of great, welcome, Jessica. I got your donation on PayPal. Thank you so much. But the Chariot says you spur them into action. And that's kind of what you want, right? Because you have this pent-up energy with the restrictions, being put into the action phase is going to be good. What will they think of you? They get inspired. They get excited. YouTube user and Michelle, thank you for hanging out with us. What's going on? Anyway, but yeah, the Chariot, the motion, the leaning, and that's sort of the reaction that you have to the pent-up energy. We do need to take some motion with it. Too much fiery stuff going on, and I think that's where it happens, and I think that's what you ultimately would like to do. So yes, do you meet them? Absolutely. Nice pent-up energy. What they think of you, you inspire them. You definitely want to get them going, and they want to find out what's happening and all the good stuff that's going on in there. So that's good, right? When you first meet somebody, or at least you meet somebody, and they're sort of interested in seeing where this goes, and they're immediately sort of in chase mode. That's kind of where you want to see in the meantime. Anyway, JT, I did over PayPal. Thank you, JT. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Why are the people allowing it to happen? All right. It to happen. Okay, why are some people allowing it to happen? So we have an event, we have some drama, we have some stuff. And apparently there are other people that are either watching it or not doing anything and allowing things to sort of spur and go on. And ultimately, we'd like to get it stopped. So why don't people sort of intervene with that? Light Seer's Tarot is going to be a good one for this. Light Seer sort of shines a light or illuminates things. It could be hidden or it could be subversive or not exactly in there. Anyway, all right, let's see. Why is everybody allowing things to happen? Let's see if they can do anything about it, or maybe they'll take some steps later to eliminate the issue or anything like that. Knight of Swords. Now that is interesting, that chasing, sort of getting out of here, trying to make some things good. Okay, so why are they allowing it to happen? Basically the Queen of Swords. They feel like that they're just not in it to win it. They're just not going to interfere. They're not going to leap in. It feels like that they have a little bit of fear in there, right? The Two of Cups, if I do get involved, if I do get a connection in that, then I'm going to be targeted as well. I'm going to have some other issues. I'm going to have some things happen. A Queen of Swords, sort of, they have that overlying feel of somebody watching, somebody targeting, somebody being on there. And I think that's sort of making people nervous and making people anxious. The Knight of Swords says, I do think some people do want to intervene. They want to leap in and do the rescue and make things happen and make everything better. But they're just sort of afraid of the Queen of Swords. Because as you know, by the way, link in the description for the very action-packed tutorial on the court cards. As you know from that tutorial, the Queen of Swords is a little bit of a mean, sort of spirited kind of thing. So you do have mean-spirited people, really don't want to get targeted, really want to be in there. Hershey, welcome, good to see you. But the Two of Cups, right? I think they could give you some support and what have you, but they're just not going to do it, because they are indeed afraid to step in and all of this other stuff. So yeah, you know, very difficult indeed sometimes. All right, going to the next question, which is Leena. Do you see any changes in the workplace? Oh man, that is always, workplace is always kind of a weird thing, you know, because you don't know, you don't kind of know ultimately where everything's going to be or what's going to happen. So you do want to get some clarification on that. So a good clarification for a workplace is always going to be the Little Wizard's Tarot. Going to be great. It's going to be nice. I think it's going to be right to the point. Joy, welcome back. How are you doing tonight? It is a beautiful Monday night out here. It's nice and it's cooling off over here in Texas. I think we're getting rain this weekend. I'd love some rain this weekend is what I'm talking about. I think we get some rain, so I'm going to be pretty excited about that indeed if we do get it. But yeah, and I'll hold my breath on that one. Oh, geez, the King of Cups. 3 of Wands, an 8, and a 5. That is a lot of cups from a well-shuffled deck. Let's see kind of thing. Do you see any changes in the job at workplace asked to be transferred? Okay, I think you will get transferred. Let's skip to the end, right? Let's go straight to the end. Spoiler alert, thumbs up. I think you will get transferred. Will this be a party situation? Indeed. IL, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Will this be a party situation? Indeed. I think maybe. 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. It almost feels like they don't want to lose you. Now, that is important. That is critical. Roderick, welcome to the stream. That is critical indeed. Because not wanting to lose you is going to kind of taint a little bit about sort of, are they willing to let you go? How easily are you going to be able to get out the door for this one? That looks kind of difficult indeed. 5 of Cups says there's a little bit of disappointment. Either you're a superstar over there or they need you. They don't have anybody else. I mean, it could be a lot of different actions going on over there, but it seems like a bit of an upset. 3 of Wands says they'll allow you to go. You're going to go. So that's good news. The thumbs up. We'll rewind to that, right? That is good news. 3 of Wands talks about you leaving. Not only do you have an 8 of Cups leaving, but you have a 3 of Wands, which is normally like scanning the environment, looking around, and then all of a sudden that's a leaving card. So you have 2 leaving cards in a row, which pretty much seals the deal. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but I mean, hey, Lovely, welcome. Good to see you. Is there a way? Lovely, we got 4 people in ahead in the in the donation list. But I mean, I think that really seals the deal. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but that's a really good combo. That is so important. Very good combo on it indeed. Overall, the Queen of Cups, I think you like the new transfer better. You like the new place better. It's got it's got a couple of difficult things in there. It feels like either you're going to get just overloaded with work, or you have a lot of drama over there, or there's something sort of a little bit heavy over there. But overall, you have a good time. It's like, whatever, I'm just going to deal with it, just going to roll with it, and we're going to make it happen. So yeah, we're leaving, we're getting in there. I think you're going to get transferred indeed. I think it is going to be very nice for you. The grass is always greener. And in this case, I think there are more greener things than sort of spoiled things in there. But as with all jobs, there's always that one thing that's annoying in any job, anywhere, but who cares? You're going to have a good time. I think the transfer is going to go through. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, next on the list is a jendeukie. How does the Pisces feel about me? Man, we got to get those Pisces. They're swimming here, they're swimming there. We need to figure this stuff out. We need to determine what's going on with the Pisces. What's happening with the Pisces? All right. I mean, hopefully the Pisces is decent to you. Jendeukie is what I'm talking about. Hopefully the Pisces likes you. Let's see. We're going to use the one that has mixed reviews indeed. But, I mean, it's growing on me. And I think that this deck has so many good things with it. It has so many nice little things with it. That is really loud. That is really loud. I put it on Do Not Disturb too. Okay, no, there's Do Not Disturb. There you go. All right, I put it on Do Not Disturb. I was about to say. Anyway, I'm not sure how to decrease the volume of that particular notification. I switched to Android because I needed a big phone. So I'm like, okay, I'm on iPhone, and I'm like, I need a big phone. So I go shopping, and it's like $1,200. I'm like, oh my, I'm not gonna pay $1,200 for that crap. So I looked at Android, and I could get a pretty decent one for like $200. I'm like, I'm going to pay $200 or I'm going to pay $1,200. I'm leaning on 200. So I pulled the trigger on the 200. I got an Android phone, and now I'm trying to figure out all the little intricacies because it's got a lot of little things with it that you can do. Bethany, welcome to the stream. And Yvette, welcome back. Good to see you. Lisa joined as well. Thank you all for hanging out with me. It is a fine Monday night over here on the Tarot Oracle stream. We're doing some readings. Now, how does that Pisces feel? Oh, 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 5 of Cups. This is mixed reviews. Mixed reviews. It's like that movie that everybody talks about, I guess. Just a sort of a mixed thing. 5 of Pentacles with a 5 of Cups. Kind of a challenging set with that. It almost feels like they're trying to figure you out. Or they're trying to determine where you're going. Sort of a learning stage, expanding, trying to get that done, right? So it does feel like it's sort of mixed right now. But I mean, the 7, it does kind of say we're trying to figure things out. We're trying to determine where we're going. Ultimately, I'm trying to figure out if jendeukie's going to be great. If jendeukie's not going to be great, we're going to go along and see how this is going to go. Ultimately, it does look challenged. So if you're looking for this beautiful sun, lovers, 2 of Cups, the big celebration card, they're just not there. It does look a little challenged. So this is somebody that does need to get either to know you better or does need to recover from something or sort of needs to figure out where they stand in this particular connection because it almost feels like they're not sure where they're going, right? The 7 of Swords, sort of moving around, escaping, going here, going there. They're not really sure how they fit into the entire situation, but they're still considering it. They are coming around, hopefully, but right now it looks a little bit challenged for the Pisces indeed. You got a couple of 5s up in there. Bree, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. We got YouTube user coming in for the 5th donation tonight, I think. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. YouTube user with a generous donation. Thank you. All right, YouTube user coming in with the first one. You told in about our happy girl. Thank you for your donation as well. Now, YouTube user, my theory is that they already knew, but they're going to act surprised, right? They're going to be like, what? Okay, but just my theory, right? I mean, if I was right all the time, I'd have won the lottery. I'd have won that 890 million or whatever, you know? I mean, that's the way it is. Anyway, oh, geez. Everything's falling over here. All right, let me pick stuff up. Hang on. Let me pick stuff up. We're making a mess over here. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what's happening. Okay. I told him about R. Told him I'm moving on. I got to get the next relationship up in here. And I wished him good luck, my friend. Now, that is harsh. I did this so we just disappear from each other's lives. Just like magic. N is going to vanish, disappear, never to see them again. But again, I told you, and again, I'll tell you again. At the end of the year, they're coming back. They're coming back like a rerun on a weird channel that you never tune into. You know, you go to that channel and you open it up and you tune to that channel accidentally, and there's a rerun. You're like, why am I even on this channel? Anyway, but I think, again, the end of the year, we got one final shot. One final shot. All right. Okay, let's see. Moving on. Goodbye. I did this so we just disappear with each other's lives. I don't know what the question is here. I don't know. I assume the question is, how do they feel? Star, movement of wands, and the ace of wands. All right, again, this sort of backs up what I've been saying before. Near the end of the year, I do think you are going to get another shot with this. The star being here says, again, I said that you and N have history. We have a robust history. Great times, challenging times, very emotional kind of thing to where, and I think that's one thing with your connection, that you both are very emotional about it, right? Because when you're in there to win it. When ends in there to win it. But when y'all are separate and all this stuff is just like a vile, it's just like, oh, you got to get out of here, right? So that's the thing about this connection. Unlike A, this is emotional. This is something that was history. This is something that's difficult to fully let go of. And that's why the star is there. The star kind of just reinforces this. It says, yes, we have too much history, too much emotion tied up in this to give up forever with that. And I think they kind of know that. And I think you're getting the hint with that. Movement of wands with an A. I think they reapproach later. Again, they reapproach later. They want to kind of see where it's at. And again, I think that they're in touch with A, with this connection. So we're just going to go. We're just going to go with what we know on this. I mean, again, you get the star. You get the star a lot with N. And I think that comes back to yeah, I mean, that is some difficult thing to let go of. And, you know, it's all about the emotions is what it is. Anyway, VY on PayPal. We're doing the PayPal. That's easy for me to say. I'm glad I got a P filter, pop filter, PayPal, Ponation, I guess. Okay, part-time job. All right, VY wants to know part-time job. Can I get a part-time job this September? That's only a couple of months. That is only a couple of months away. Let's go to the Tarot Tower and let's go to the Tarot Tower and let's fix it. First off, let's fix it so it's not pointed towards the ground. It's always good. This Tarot Tower cam has been just my Achilles heel. We're going with the Waterfall Tarot. By the way, link in the description if you want you one of them, because these are made by me. Hand drew all of this stuff up in here. And, I mean, we'll see. We'll see indeed. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. All right. Part-time job. Is it a thing? Can we do it? Is something that we can get done? It's always a good thing to get a little bit of extra. Oh, Nine of Pentacles, making the money, making the connections. King of Pentacles, you're going to be making. All right. Well, we're going to go out on a limb on this one, too, is what I'm saying. A Lovely K. I don't know. Are you? K. I see you. A Lovely K. Let me know what your donation is. Your KG, I assume. Okay, let's see. Part-time job, September. This is pretty much sealed in as a yes, right? This is a yes. Jocelyn, welcome. Good to see you. So we're going with a thumbs up on this. This is a pretty easy read. Like, this is like Tarot 101. Like, who was asking about how to read tarot? And I mean, you sort of watch videos. You can kind of read some books and what have you. So there you go. Yellow, welcome. Good to see you. Yellow, I shipped your deck. Yellow, I'm going to send you. See, Etsy did not send me notification for some reason. So I saw it late, so I shipped it out late. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you everything I have digital. I'm going to give it to you. I'll send it to you a link tomorrow. Anyway, But yeah, part-time job is pretty sealed in. Nine of Pentacles points to making more money. And this is sort of the conclusion of the Seven of Pentacles. We have the 7 to the 9. The 9 has all of the money growing on trees. This is a good connection. And I mean, VY, we're really looking at making connections for a future job. I think the part-time job has either a full-time or something else that you're excited about later. You definitely should make your contacts, make your networking, business networking over there, because there are some people there that are going to open up doors to you for something bigger. You see it with the King of Pentacles. Not only money growing on trees, but because of the connections we make at this part-time job in September, we have a King of Pentacles. We make a better connection. We have a really cool kind of growth with income and all of that other stuff. Make it a little bit of fat cash. And that's what you kind of need in life, is more fat cash, especially you start out with that part-time job and it's like, boom, there it is. Boom, there it is indeed. Jocelyn, Jocelyn, I got you in the queue. Thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate that. All right, back to the super chats we go. Should I tell the leader I just feel tired? I mean, hey, I've had those days too. I'm like, yo, I don't think that's getting done today, because it's like, well, no, I don't really see it happening. Don't see it happening sometimes. I'm completely agree with you. All right, just feel tired. Should I tell my leader I just feel tired? 7 of Cups, 2, 3, and a strike. This is something where you got to frame it correctly. Overall, I'm saying yes, but you do need to frame it correctly. There's different ways to say I'm tired. There's like the good way and sort of the bad way or what have you. But yeah, it looks like you definitely want to be a little bit careful. With this. Overall thumbs up says yes, that's it. But 7 of Cups, there's different ways to phrase this, different ways to communicate this. You definitely want to find the one that's going to go over the best, because if you just sort of blurt it out, I think it's not going to come out the way that you want it. 2 of Swords says basically they are going to assume something different than what you say, which is always the problem with communication. Overall, 3 of Wands says you want to phrase it correctly, and if you do, I think it'll go over well. Strengths is making the connection with this, having something that's sort of common through there and getting it done. I think it's going to be the best for you. But yeah, phrase it to where they're going to not interpret it incorrectly, because I do think there's a possibility of it being interpreted incorrectly because of the 2 of Swords. The 2 worlds that may collide, that may not be there, that may not have the opportunity that you want. You definitely want to get in their world, eliminate the 2 of Swords, and get that connection in there, that strength where we're talking with the dolphins, getting the connection. But ultimately, I think yes, but make sure you phrase it on their terms correctly so they can sort of be in on your side with that. Leena, wow, that was weird. I see change my workplace. I asked to be transferred. Okay, I already did that. Why does that show up so weird? Yeah, that's showing up really odd. All right, we have a metric ton of donations over PayPal. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. What direction should I go for the logo that I have made? That's what we want. We want a fancy logo, a cool logo. You know who makes good logos? Little Buddhists. Little Buddhists make the best logos in the world. We're going to use Andrew's favorite deck ever. Paul, welcome. How you doing? We're going to make, I mean, you know, this is, I think it's just still Andrew's favorite deck, at least on stream. I mean, there's probably a deck that I don't have. It's true. I don't have all 10 million decks, but maybe there's another deck, you know, but this one is the one that that Andrew likes from this. Oh, Jesus. 3 King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. What direction should I take the logo brand I desire? Let's look visually what direction we're leaning for, shall we? I mean, that's pretty simple. 3 of Pentacles working together. That is going to be key, right? So you have a logo. Okay, so if I make a logo, it's called TarotOracle, and I want the logo to be put out there. I want it to be that we're working together, right? So if I'm doing a private reading for you, by the way, link in the description for private reading. It's only $30 for 20 minutes. But yeah, the 3 of Pentacles says, hey, we're working together to make this happen. I'm on your side, right? So if we're doing a private reading, I'm on your side. If I'm your lawyer, I'm on your side. If I'm your financial advisor, I'm on your side. We're working together. That's the way the logo should go. If we're working together, if we're communicating, if we're making it happen, that is going to be the big key here. And I thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, that is key. King of Pentacles, the other thing the logo should communicate is you're going to be successful. So if I'm your financial advisor, we're going to make money together. Together, we'll make money. Together, we'll do this, right? You're going to be successful. We're going to get success together. Queen of Cups also says pull their heartstrings too. Anything, maybe a cute kitty or maybe some people holding hands. There's something that pulls the heartstring. The Queen of Cups, the water of water, introduce emotion into it as well. So that's a lot of demands for a little logo. That is quite a few demands for the logo, but I mean, hey, you asked me, and that is the answer that you get. By the way, we are on PayPal, so we got to get the PayPals done. We got a ton of them today. All right, J.I. wants to know something. Let's see, J.I. What's going on? What's going on, J.I.? J.I. says, yo, going on with Deo. What's going on with Leo? All right. What's going on with Leo and when contact? All right, let's do both of those at once. Oh, okay, it's not Deo, it's Joy. Oh, sorry. Joy. Here we go. It is Joy. Okay, what is going on with all of that? And where are we going to be here with this? This is sort of an interesting question. All right, we'll do that then. All right, let's go back to PayPal. I lost my place. I swear I'm good with technology, but I lost my place in this particular instance. What are we going to do? We did that one. We did that one. I think the Wonder World Tarot is in store next. I do like a Wonder World Tarot, but I mean, there you go. It's already created. Well, there you go. The direction you should go. Pinky Doll, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Okay, what's going on with this particular Leo, and when are they going to be contacting me? First off, let's sort of embrace what is going on, where we're going, how it's going to go. King of Cups, wow, this is somebody who's had enough. They have had enough with that Seven of Coins and the Judgment, the Rebirth, the Reincarnation. It's like I've had enough for now, right? I've had enough for now. The King of Cups, almost like I'm on the verge. I'm kind of stuck. I'm not exactly enthused with it. King of Cups is sort of a disassociation, disconnect. Normally, you'll see the King of Cups floating out there on an island. They're just not that invested. Unlike the Queen of Cups, who's all in to win. Seven of Coins says it takes some time. It just takes some time with this particular Leo. It just feels like it takes a little more time than normal. Seven of Coins says it may drag out a little more than you're sort of ready for. Definitely sort of the delay, the sort of expectations are getting fulfilled with this, but that is the way it is. Queen of Course, or Queen of Swords. I think that getting with the Leo and sort of appreciating the Leo and putting up with the Leo is going to be challenging over time until they turn a corner. And I say they turn the corner is the Judgment card. Because you're looking at a reinitiation or something, or a new chance, or all of that other stuff. It feels like there's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy all of a sudden. So they come out from the grave almost with a Judgment card, and they're ready to make that call. They're ready to get something new, ready to get back into the game. Right now, a little bit disassociated. Later, they're ready to get back in the game. It's almost like that they need something to appreciate. They need something in there. They're just sort of hooked up with that. Anyway, so now, when will they be making a contact indeed? Let's look and see what kind of time frame we are looking at. Five of Coins and the Three of Cups. We'll go to the deck and wheel in here. Let's see what's going on with that Five of Coins. First off, Five of Coins sort of says April. That's too long. Three of Cups also is July. There's a lot of Julys in here. Oh, man. I think if you need a time frame for, I guess, sort of when the contact I really think you're looking at a couple of months. It just seems like a couple of months at this point. It doesn't seem like tomorrow. It doesn't seem like next year. It just seems like a couple of months at this point. That's what I'm going for as far as contact, as far as getting that in there. Because you see the judgment card, they are going to get excited. They are going to get the new inspiration, the second chance. And that is going to be a little bit for to happen. Because that Seven of Pentacles is almost like a building up, like a charge building up in a capacitor, right? Yeah, capacitor. Anyway, VY and Jocelyn, you are in the queue. I need to go to do some super chats first, though. How will the meeting with R go? R seems really interested. He did admit he's healing from a broken heart, but he's so sweet. I see some potential up in here. That's what I like. That is what I like. We need some teddy bears. I like teddy bears too. I mean, we're going up in there. No, I don't literally like teddy bears, but I mean, you know, I like teddy bear tarots. So, I mean, there you go. Look those up. First up was a mini deck for white cats. That's interesting. All right, let's see. How will the first meeting with R go? Is that going to be there? Holly, thank you for your sub. I appreciate you. By the way, if you're not subbed, look what you're missing over here. We got tarot news up in here. We got lessons. I got how to play the lottery with tarot. I got complete tarot course. Like I have probably 300 to 400 hours of instructions for tarot for free. If you like that, hit that like and sub button. That lets YouTube know that you like the channel. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. I have the first meeting with R go. Oh man, that is nice. That is nice indeed. There is something nice about this individual. There's something a little bit magical in this particular individual indeed. Ace of Cups is a beautiful first meeting. If you have a first meeting, right? You could have a Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Devil. You don't have any of that. You have this beautiful Ace of Cups, which ideally, along with the Two of Cups, would be the ultimate first meeting indeed. It feels like there's a lot of things happening with the first meeting. The Lord of Victory says it goes quite well indeed. So if you're looking for the level of success, if you're looking for the level of let's go, make it happen, it is there indeed. Now, why is the 4 sandwiched between these two beautiful cards? The 4 is an interesting card indeed. It talks about delays. It talks about planning. Basically, I think that you need more than one meeting, or you need more than a couple of meetings to figure out who this is. Now, that is important because this is not a freebie. This is not a meeting. You're a little bit emotionally invested, but again, you need a couple of meets before you figure out where you're going to go, right? I don't think you make any big decisions on the first meeting, second meeting. You need a couple of them before you're going to figure out the direction. So I think that is important indeed. So yeah, one of those where you just kind of get warmed up a little bit, be like, man, you know, kind of like them. Let's see where this goes. And I think that's one of the things here, because a lot of times you meet somebody and you're just amazingly enthralled with them. You're absolutely in love, absolutely adore them. I don't think this is going to be that one. They're nice. They're nice. Speaking of nice, look at this. We're going to the next reading, and we are using tonight a box that I don't have with me. There we go. The traditional manga tarot. See, I got all these new decks, and I go back to the back to the old ones. It's the way it is. Back to the old ones. Anyway, we're doing that for Bray. Will I start a music career in Chicago? I mean, hey, that's a good place to start a music career, it seems like. That in Vegas or something like that. I mean, you know, there you go. That is the action that you need with the music career. Have a little Vegas, have a little Chicago happening in the background. Will I start my music career there? Oh, Jesus, that is nice. That is nice. I think you warm up. I think you go, and I think you do start it up. Now, it doesn't mean you sort of all in. You're not 100% with that. Blue Ocean, I thank you for your donation. That means that you're warming up. You're kind of starting it. You said start it. I'm telling you, you start it. But bonus info, 8 of Cups says Chicago's not where you kind of end up with a career. I mean, that's the way it goes. Chicago's not where you end up. because you do have a little bit of Eight of Cups feel. Maybe I need to do something else. Maybe I need to sort of get out of that. Maybe I need to get a better conversation going with that. But Eight of Cups says Chicago's not your home. It's not going to be the destination that you're going to have as far as music goes. I think as a career develops, as a career goes through, you get other options in other places. Holly, I thank you for your donation. Four of Swords. There's a lot of decisions to be made with the music career too. Overall, it looks pretty good. I think Chicago's a good starting place, but that is not where you end up ultimately. I think you get maybe opportunities, maybe some open doors elsewhere, way it is. Anyway, R seems really interested, and he did admit he's healing from a broken heart, but he's nice. We like R. They're really nice. Where is this going long term? And we said before in a previous reading that R is not exactly sort of the long term kind of thing. Maybe we can tweak it out a little bit, I guess, but you know, ultimately R is kind of challenged for, I guess, a long term kind of thing. Anyway, choices need to be made. I mean, I think you end up converting R into a friends with benefits long term. That's where I think it goes. Friends with benefits long term. I do think there's a lot of possibility here as far as that. It almost looks like you're not ready for something long term, something serious, something really weighted, something sort of in that mode. You're not just quite ready. You're not quite prepared. The Ten of Wands. Oh, I love a relationship, but I can't handle all that crap right now. YouTube users got this 3-month program with all these managers, got this maybe this new job opportunities, got all this stuff going. Not going to have a lot of time for love with that. Ten of Wands says it feels too serious ultimately as you're sort of picking it up, walking with it, trying to handle it. Two of Pentacles talks about we got to make some decision. Do we go long term? Do we go settle down? We go friends with benefits? Ultimately, we keep the connection open. I think we gradually move it into another area. One area is possible friends with benefits with that. Another area is to sort of drag it out and see where it goes. Ultimately, I think you stay connected to them in some capacity. So that is good. Even if it's sort of a thing to where you're just connected to maybe friends with benefits, maybe just friends. I mean, it still works for you. Anyway, Jocelyn works for me. Jocelyn's amazing. Jocelyn wants to know. We got 2 questions. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. We got 2 questions. What's coming up for me the rest of the year? That is nice and open-ended. Let's get some good tarot out here. Let's get the hot tarot out here and make it happen as far as rest of the year. Do that. For that, I'm looking at the Pastel Kitty Tarot because I love it. I like it. It's another Amy deck. We use a lot of Amy decks on this stream because Amy's amazing. So let's look and see. Let's look and see the secrets for the rest of the year. Misrak, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. Welcome, everybody. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this beautiful Monday night. I'm in Texas. It is brutal hot, but it is supposed to rain this weekend. And I am excited because we have not had a drop of rain since like 1922 over here. Anyway, all right, let's see what's coming up for the rest of the year. Page of Wands is sort of interesting. That's sort of weird. Page of Wands. Almost like we're not prepared for the rest of the year. Now, see what kind of things envelop. Ace of Cups, Lovers, and the Two of Pentacles. You do meet somebody. We're meeting somebody, almost guaranteed here. Ace of Cups and the Lovers is an interesting combo here. Meeting somebody new, maybe sort of some advancement, maybe somebody interesting that you got there. And I mean, you know, the Ace of Cups with the Lovers is pretty plain and simple. Meeting somebody, getting an opportunity, getting some things open with that. Now, Jocelyn, I think you're married, are you? I mean, if I remember correctly, maybe you're not. I don't know. Anyway, Ace of Cups and the Lovers. This could also mean if you're married, it could mean opportunity with meeting someone for a job or meeting someone for an opportunity at work, a business opportunity or something like that. Absolutely, we're meeting somebody, Ace of Cups and the Lovers in here. A lot of times the Lovers does mean sometimes that we're meeting somebody that's really good for us. Maybe they'll give us this big opportunity at this new work and all of this other stuff. V, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that, but we're definitely meeting someone, I'm going to say between now and the end of the year, pretty much. Two of Pentacles is interesting indeed. Maybe that's pointing towards here. We have to make a decision from this individual. Maybe they're forcing us into decision. Maybe they have some open door that we're interested in seeing if we're going to go through or whatnot. It does feel like you lose some money before the end of the year too. You're not married. Okay, I'm sorry. I got somebody else in mind. Anyway, okay, well then Ace of Cups, the Lovers, is definitely going to point to a romance if you're open to a romance. So that's going to be ultimately good and great. Two of Pentacles, what are they making you choose? That is interesting, like maybe move in, or we get serious a little too fast, or I basically have to have a hard decision with that. I thank you for your donation. The Page of Wands, I think you're going to be moving. I'm not moving. I think you're going to be losing a little bit of money before the end of the year. Is something broke, something got stuck, something needs fixing or what have you. There's a money loss before the end of the year. I don't think any substantial thing, but make sure you don't take any big risk. Make sure you're not opening yourself up to a stock market thing or something where you're just like, whoops. Thank you for your donation as well. Now let's look at the other question over here. Cancer friend come back, USA in August. All right, is the Cancer coming back? Are they getting their crab shell and they're coming on back into the USA? And maybe we'll get a little bit of a Chariot action. We love us a Chariot. We love us an Eight of Wands, a Judgment. Oh, that's coming back with that Queen of Cups. This is somebody that's either important to you or something like that. Now, it's a Page of Swords. Oh man, are they coming back? I think they're coming back. Yes. So let me finish though. Let me finish. We go thumbs up for them coming back. I don't think it's in August. I just don't think it's in August. That Page of Swords, like, oh, Jocelyn, it just feels like I'm not going to be able to do that. August is a little tight. It's like next month. Maybe it's September. So I think there's a delay here, right? I thank you for your donation. Judgment says they do come back. They do return. Not a problem. Judgment is the rebirth, the reincarnation. You're looking at them heading back. Queen of Cups says this is somebody that's important to you, somebody that's very emotional, somebody has a good feel with that. Knight of Pentacles says they ride on back with their stuff indeed. So yes, little delayed. I'm gonna say yes, but it's a little bit on the delayed side. That's always okay. That is always all right. By the way, VY, I did not forget about you. Don't worry, you were in the queue, but we got to do some super chats because they piling up in here. Happy Girl is next. That's what I'm saying. Is next. What does M think about me? Will they do something? Julie is doing something with that credit card tonight. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate you. All right. Will they do something? Will they make a connection with that? Let's use the 78 Animal Tarot for this one. It's another new deck. By the way, I have the Titanic Tarot is in. I need to do the unboxing tomorrow. See, today, I was on vacation last week, so this week was like my first day back, and man, they just murdered me at work today, so I didn't have time to do jack and squat. But tomorrow we'll unbox the Titanic and hopefully not go down with it. Maybe we'll play the Titanic theme in the beginning. Yeah. Oh, that's what. And Andrew, you got to vote. Andrew, you got to vote. Your vote counts. Should I dress up the Titanic review, Andrew? You got to tell me. You got to tell me. I won't make any money out of it if I put some music in it, but I think it would be absolutely hilarious to put some Titanic snippets in there and all this other stuff. VY. You are in the queue, my friend. You're about 4 away. We got to knock out some super chats in there. All right. Well, I mean, should I dress up the Titanic video? Is what I'm saying. Have like, the Titanic theme at first, and I guess DiCaprio comes up, it's like, well, here you go. RR, thank you for your other donation. Okay, what does M think about me? Will he do something? I mean, you do have the Hierophant in there. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups with a 10 of Swords. Oh, man, are they going to do something? No, I don't think they're going to do something. No, but I do think that they like you a lot. They like you quite a bit. I mean, that 10 of Cups stands out with the little chicks and the rooster and the hen sort of making rooster hen love. I don't know. But I mean, you got to sort of look at that. They like you. They really appreciate you. The 10 of Swords, though, they feel like either they're going to get rejected, they're going to get booted out, they're not going to have a good time with this connection. They don't feel like this is something that they want to commit to right now. That's not to say they'll never commit to it, but I'm just going to say that there's something right now. The timing seems to be an issue. And you see that with the 5 of Wands, a conflict sort of looming over this, a little bit of a cloud looming over there here. Hierophant is interesting. Here's what I predict. I think that if you two get connected, it is going to be fiery and it is going to be great. It really is. Not because of the Ten of Cups, but because of the Hierophant right next to it. So we're building to something serious, building to something dynamic, building to some excitement. But I don't think they're going to do a whole lot of anything. You got that Ten of Swords sort of going, no. Like, no, we're not going to do. There could be a lot of different reasons. Maybe they're nervous around you. Maybe this is somebody who feels like you're going to reject them. I mean, you know, I'm just saying indeed. YouTube user wants to know, I sent in a text and what is going on about, what is going on with all of that stuff? Listen, does YouTube user like the text? I assume you text them that you're having this relationship with A or whatever. Anyway, let's see how they felt about that. They're like, oh my, what's going on? Crystals and paint. We got like 15 in the queue. It's pretty thick. It is pretty thick crystal. We got 15, but it's wide open. We just sort of warming up. We haven't been here 45 minutes yet. Just warming up tonight. Just getting warmed up is what I'm saying. Is there a time for reading after donations? No, we are packed. We're always kind of bombed. I mean, if you want the freebie, I'd recommend coming in like early, like 6:15 Central on the mark. Anyway, Maruta, that is a 78 animal tarot. Go to my videos, 78 animal tarot. All right, what does Anne feel about the tax? A Six of Wands, the Empress, and Wheel of Fortune. They feel like you're doing your own thing. You're doing your own thing. They don't really have any vested interest at this point. You already told them to piss off. You already told them they ain't got nothing on you. You already told them all of this stuff, right? And the Wheel of Fortune says you're going to do what you do. You're going to do you, right? The Empress says whatever makes you happy. That's fine. Ultimately, they know they had their chance, and they're like, no. They're like, no. They told them to not knock anybody up. Oh, my. The Empress. I think they knocked somebody up anyway. The Empress is a pregnancy card, and it's right in the middle. It is Nessa with the Six of Wands. Ultimately, they think that you should do what you need to do, right? They think that you should do what you need to do. Anyway, that's the way I go. The Empress. Yeah, you tell them about pregnancy and what shows up. The Empress, the main pregnancy card in the entire deck. Oh my. Any more motivation regarding a situation I've been going through for months now? By the way, VY, I did not forget about you. You are actually next over here. All right, let's go with this. We're going to do this deck over here. Everybody loves this one. It's a Wizard Tarot. If you don't have this one, the deck is beautiful. It comes with a big box with a full color, big old book. Now, not one of those cheapo books. I'm talking like the deluxe book it comes with. And it's only like 25 bucks. This is like the no-brainer. And I talk every time I have like a top 10 tarot, I talk about this deck. I can't shut up about it. It's beautiful and all this other stuff. All right, situation we're going through for a few months now. Any more clarification with this? The Chariot says it's moving along. Now, that's kind of weird to say, right? It's moving along, but that's what you want. That's what you want. You want it to keep moving so we get to the other side. If you're in a train tunnel and the train enters the tunnel, you don't want the train to stall out and be stuck in the tunnel. You want the train to keep moving along, right? Because the tunnel's not exactly the best place to be. It's like dark. You can't see anything. You're in the train. You want to see all the beautiful foliage and all. The Chariot says keep it moving. And that's what you want. That is what you want. You want it to keep moving so we reach the end of that tunnel. We reach the end of the thing. Queen of Wands says you do need to take a level of control here. Don't just be a spectator. You need to reach out, take some control, take command of some aspects in here. Otherwise, you're going to get in a situation where you're like, really should have done something. Really should have done something. Ace of Wands talks about the opportunity to do something as well. Opportunity is coming up. Ace of Wands, or that fiery aspect, is what you need. You want that fire. You want that motivation. You want things to open up. You want things to be there. Ultimately, Death says the changes occur that you want from this. Now, the Chariot, we keep moving, and then comes the change. Is this because, and I know you're asking this right now, is this because that you made that motion, that you made a difference over here with this Queen of Wands, and when you got the opportunity? I'm going to say maybe. In fact, I'm just going to go for a thumbs up with that. This could be the window of opportunity that makes you in that change, that makes the change happen. Ultimately, the Nine of Swords says there's a lot of worry about this. So tarot recognizes there's a lot of worry about that. Don't worry about things you can't control, but instead just sort of accept things you can't control. But if you can control it, take the reins, take the steering wheel, and definitely make it happen. Ultimately, do not worry. Do not be overly concerned, or give yourself an answer about the situation. And that is more information on the situation indeed. All right, we got Blue Ocean, and then we got VY. And I think we'll do VY now. Let's do VY. So we got VY wants to know college life indeed. Reene, thank you for hanging out. April, welcome. How you doing? Good to see everybody tonight. Thank you all for being here, man. It's like Monday. We're back to work. Everybody's sort of getting back in the mode of working and whatnot. And, you know, we're sort of hanging out over here. Lovety, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. College life, how will it be? Is it going to be nice? Is it going to be challenging? Is it going to be easy? You got a Five of Cups, a King of Coins. It feels like you're not in it. You're just not motivated. You're not in it. It feels like I'm just going through the motions. I'm not too excited. Oh, man, it really feels like that, right? I mean, the Five of Cups, right? You know, just not ready. Just not ready for the college life that I've sort of been given and what have you. But I think overall it gets better. King of Cups is, although I'm not emotionally connected to it, as I move forward, as I get stuff done, that really makes a difference. And I get the patience, I get the command, I get all of the fun stuff that I have with that. So disinterested in first, maybe a little bit sort of challenged at first, but it feels like things lighten up, things go better indeed. And that could be, you know, sort of challenged to find some new friends that are sort of in there, that are going to be sort of supporting you and whatnot. Then later, it's like, well, there they come, and that is what I need. What is coming up in the fall, you ask? By the way, we're using the Ocean Tarot for Blue Ocean. That's a way that we roll over here. Ocean Tarot for Blue Ocean. I use this joke every time, and I know Blue Ocean's probably pretty sick of it, but you know, I'm kind of a reused joke kind of guy, maybe. That's how I roll. I mean, y'all know me by now. Y'all, I've been here, what, 11 years? Y'all kind of figured me out. Wow. In January, it's going to be 12 years. That's going to be weird. It's going to be 12 years on YouTube. I think maybe it's not. I think in January. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. What's coming in the fall? That's 7, though. That's 7. It feels like you're just sort of defending and holding your own in the fall. We're just sort of making our own. We're waiting to Friday. We're trying to make it to Friday. It feels like there are a couple of challenges that sneak up in the fall. I really think around September, right? September is where your challenges creep in. I'm going with that. I'm sticking with it. September, they creep in a little bit. You're able to sort of navigate through there. This is something that's not going to be as challenging as you thought it was. But when you first see it, you're like, oh my, that is too much. Kim, I thank you for your donation. Overall, just keep moving, keep doing things that you need to do. Handle it on the front side. Don't wait. You want to handle it on the front side when you get any challenges in there ultimately. It feels like you either make a new home or you have like new friends or you have some new things coming in that is your home. It could be a new hobby that you're suddenly interested in. Could be some exciting things with that. April, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, you want to sort of come through. You want to make the grade and you want to get the new home settled with that. I think that's going to be your big key. Make a new home. And again, that could be sort of new friends, new opportunities, maybe even a new environment that you're in for that indeed. Holly is next. Holly wants to know something, but I have no idea what Holly wants to know. Misrak, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Holly, let me know what your question is. Did Holly ask something and I missed it? Maybe I missed it. No. Holly, let me know what your question is and I will get you in the reading. Thank you so much for your donation. We'll come back to you. For now, we're going to go with utubeuser. What does R want long term? So we sort of took a peek with that. See what was R's motivation long term. So we saw, I think R, just intuitively, I think R is interested in something long term. Lover, welcome. How you doing? The Four of Cups, the Page of Cups. Man, I think they are interested in something long-term. They are a Queen of Wands. I think that they feel like that they have command and control over the relationship. They're ready to go. They think you're ready to go. And I think they misinterpret some of the things that you say as sort of opening a door to something long-term. Four of Cups, you sort of need to make it clear if you don't want long-term that you make that clear up front. So you don't tease them or get them in that vein, because Queen of Cups says, the Queen of Swords, speaking of which, thank you for your donation. The Queen of Wands says, hey, they think they have more control over the relationship than you do. They think they're driving the destination for this. Overall, Page of Cups says they're a little bit not in tune with you emotionally as far as what they want. But I think they will give you sort of a clarification of what they want. But again, they have come up from a previous bad relationship, a previous hurt, and I really don't think they're going to sort of introduce a long-term thing up front. They want to kind of feel it out, see where it goes first, but after a while, I think that happens, that they want to get something going with that. Anyway, I'm new. Where do I post my questions? Misrak, post your question in chat. I have a application that handles all of the questions for me. All right, general. We'll do a little general reading tonight. What is going to happen? Where is it going? Nine of Swords. You're spending a lot of times concerning yourself about stuff you don't need to be concerning yourself with. Maybe that's something you see. Maybe that's some worry. Maybe that's some things that are happening with that. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. But the Nine of Swords does say you're concerned about things you shouldn't be concerned about. Could be a lot of various things with that. Just don't worry about stuff. Don't let things weigh you down and whatnot. Four of Cups says ultimately you're not getting what you need right now. And I think things do get better. The Lover says we have what we need later, but not having what we need may be causing a little bit of anxiety, stress, what have you. So you definitely want to sort of ease up with that and just know that later things get better. The Lovers is such a bright, beautiful connection card, making a connection. It could be a new individual coming in your life, or it could be sort of cleaning up some of the stuff that you're worried about. Maybe you don't have anybody. Maybe you have that level of loneliness or something like that. The Lover says it sort of solves that. Or sort of maybe a situation where you're just concerned about things overall. Lover says we fix that over a period of time. So not really something we should be sort of moving forward, dragging it on with all of that. Anyway, let's go with the next read. It is a D. We got the D spam. Let's do all four RR readings all in a row. We got the D coming up in here.
Everybody loves the D.
Everybody loves the D and everybody loves RR. Let's get a good deck for this. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a good deck tonight. What is going to be good with that? Dark Mansion. Ooh, yes, Dark Mansion indeed. Linda, welcome. Good to see you. Get a little bit of the Dark Mansion up in here. Make it happen. We're going with I moved the button. I moved the button. Anyway, Nessa, thank you for your donation as well. We got a jumper. The jumper's over here. It's hidden. I know what it is, but you don't. What are D's current feelings for me? Let's make it happen. The jumper is the Ace of Pentacles, Emperor, and the Two of Wands. A lot of red. It feels like D has a lot of pent-up energy, a lot of pent-up fiery energy that they want to get out. They want to get something done. They want to do something. They want to make some actions with here. They feel like they're held back right now. They're not really getting in there. Ace of Pentacles says there is a new opportunity, new excitement, new thing that they're going to open the door for that is going to make it indeed. So that is going to be pretty exciting. Emperor says D finally steps up. D finally steps up and makes a decision with this because they've been all over the place. You sort of know that. Two of Wands, right? All of a sudden you look and there they are. All of a sudden you look and there they are. So the feelings are, I need to do something. I have some pent up energy here and I need to sort of get that out. That is what we do. Julie, I'm going to get to you next. We had Julie with the double shot next. Did not forget about you. You are coming up after the quad shot with the D. Will D come around a bit? You know, if you work the D enough, It will come around eventually. I got to tell you that. Now, will D come around eventually? We saw this pent up energy in the last reading. I really think they are ready to do something, to take some action. Seven of Cups is they're not really sure about what to do. They do have a lot of choices to make. They do have a lot of things to deal with. They're not quite sure how to deal with it or how to move forward here. I have a lot of energy, but I don't know what to do, right? It's like when you drink a big coffee and then you sit down at work. You're all like riled up, but you can't really do it. You can't really go and take a jog or anything. You're like, I'm ready to go. But yeah, they're sort of ready to go, but they just don't have any place to go because they're sitting there on the computer after drinking the large coffee with the espresso, with the triple shot espresso. Seven of Pentacles says, I think they're planning something. I think they're organizing something, planning something. They have been sort of affected. They've been affected maybe by you dating other people or whatnot. Seven of Pentacles says they have a plan of action. Four of Swords says they're not going to take the action right now because they do realize there's a lot of different things to do with that. But I do think that they will have some action. They will be approaching you. They will be approaching you with that. Now, are they jealous? Are they jealous? I mean, you kind of sort of moved on. They like, look, I'm doing other people. I'm seeing everybody else. Are you really jelly? How jelly are they? Or how jelly will they be with this? You see a level of jealousy. You see a level of action. It's more of a call to action than jealousy. I had to say that. Wheel of Fortune, they're breaking out of their usual patterns, and I think they're going to make a difference. They're going to make a change. It's going to be for the better. The Sun says, they're sort of, they are jealous. The Sun, I'd like to look out and see it, but I'm stuck inside. I can't get outside and enjoy the sun to the fullest extent. I got to look through a window with that. And I think that's it, right? They got to look through a window and see what you're doing, but overall, they don't have any action as far as that goes. Overall, Knight of Wands says they're going to break the barrier and they're going to get in contact with you about this. Anyway, well, August look like for me and D. Let's see what's happening with that. Let's see. Is the message for entertainment only? Is that me or in general? That is in general, Misrak. All tarot readings are entertainment only because you don't want to get sued. You do not want to get sued. Because if you say, I guarantee this or I guarantee that, or you got to say entertainment purposes only because it is an entertaining show. It's a Tarot Oracle show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
And we're here tonight. We got 43 donations, and that's light. Normally we have like 50 to 65. But there it is. Well, August be me and D. King of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. It's all about building success for later. It's all about building a connection for later, or sort of getting a connection later on. And I think that's going to be the big issue here. You're building up. You have this tension with that, and ultimately you sort of have to relieve this tension. You have to go forth with that. Temperance says August is all about balancing forces between you and D and preparing for the future with that. Because the King of Swords says right now, they're kind of like, a little bit on the jealous side. They're not really sure what to do, what actions to take. So there's a level of planning and all of that other stuff indeed. Daphne and Ultra V, welcome. Good to see you. How's everybody doing tonight? Renee is next. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Julie is next. Now we got to go edit the file because I accidentally pressed Renee. Okay, let's edit the file and we're good. Okay, Julie is next. We got the double shot for Julie. Let's get a good deck for this. Let's get a great deck. We got Charles over here. We got R feeling for us. We're going to go with the only deck of cards that comes in a bag, or that we keep in a bag, and that is the Victorian romantic version for, y'all love this one. I don't know anybody that doesn't like the little Victorian romance is what you need up in here. All right, let's get some good reads up in here for Julie. We got Charles, we got R. We need to figure out which one's going to be the best, which one we should be chasing, which one we should be pursuing and whatnot. Let's see how all of that goes. Oh, man, I'm manually clicking on this. I need to assign it through a button. Anyway, how's Charles feeling for me now? 61's a star, the 9. Oh, man, they feel like you left them out in the cold. I mean, they feel like you left them out in the cold. I mean, that's just kind of the reading here. I don't know the situation and whatnot, but as far as readings go and whatnot, it feels like they're left out in the cold. The star feels like, hey, Charles, I got this connection. I feel like things are going well. I'm pretty pursuing this. I kind of like it, right? The star, there's a good connection. And I thought I did the right thing. But the Nine of Swords says I kind of got left out in the cold. I'm on the ledge over here. I'm not exactly in it to win it. Nine of Swords is just some things to definitely be concerned about. Definitely be out there. You kind of like, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with that. Zainab, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you. You're a subscriber. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. If y'all ain't a subscriber, hit that like and sub button. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. But yeah, the Nine of Swords. It feel like they got left out in the cold in this one. Ace of Cups says they know either you'll be back or they know there's a connection waiting. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing because we like that potential energy. We like that love energy. We like all the good things happening here. Ace of Cups says, ooh, there's a new opportunity. There's something new. There's something exciting here. And I like it. And the Six of Wands being the Lord of Victory to start us out with says they really have good optimism here, but they feel left out in the cold now. Now, that's not saying that they always have felt like that, but right now they feel like that. But there's a level of optimism with Charles, right? Level of optimism with Charles. Probably not the best optimistic person in the world, but there is that level indeed. By the way, we're ending soon. We're going to wrap up all the readings. We got a lot of readings to go through. We still got 20 readings to go through. But any more readings that get donation will get read tomorrow. Tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. Okay. Okay. How's R feeling for me? So Charles was very specific. I mean, Charles was that's not your normal tarot reading. That was like right down to the wire. That was zoomed in to the microcosm there. Ace, Death, the Knight, the Hanged Man. This is more complex. Your R connection is more complex than Charles. I'll tell you that now. I can tell you that right now. This connection is a little more complex. It has more moving parts, has some more things to think about, some more factors to take in here. Ace of Wands, it feels like it's fresh, but it's new or something. Maybe it's not new, but that Ace of Wands feels like a very fresh opportunity, very fresh feel to this particular connection, which I like. And that is good. It's always nice to have some freshness in there. Death card says it's always changing. Is it because of the Hanged Man? Let's get serious. Let's be honest with each other. Is that because of the Hanged Man? Do you and R have completely different things over here, right? Did you hear completely different ideas, completely different goals, maybe completely different directions that we're going with that? Knight of Cups says, hey, R is feeling romance, feeling a nice connection with this. But I'm telling you now, R is much more complex. R cannot be just sort of, rounded out easily. There's a little bit of complexity here. You're going to have to sort of deal with that because there's a level of moving parts here that take more time, more dedication, more emotional commitment to this. But I mean, are they feeling for you now? Knight of Cups says, I got a lot of romance, a nice little romantic thing here indeed. So that looks pretty good, but there may be some maintenance. There may be a little bit of maintenance in there for you, Julie, is what I'm talking about. Micah, I did not hear your car yet. Like what? You got it back. What the hell? Micah, did somebody like just roll up and take your car while you were running 7-Eleven for coffee or something? Or did somebody like carjack you? Somebody come up with a gun or something? Or like what happened? What happened? Reene, I think it's Reene. Maybe it's Renee, maybe it's Reene. I don't know. What does August look like for Reene? Let's make that happen. Let's get you some August love up in here. You know what we love, though? We love us some kawaii tarots. Some kawaii tarots. You need a replacement phone before I get back on IG. But yeah, that is wild indeed, man. That's one thing I hate losing my phone because Google Authenticator, I hate Google Authenticator, man. If you lose your phone, you got to undo all of your authentications and you can't get in the site because now your authenticator's gone. You can't find your phone. I hate Google Authenticator. I bet there's probably some way to fix it, what have you. But I mean, just from an easy standpoint. I know they give you recovery codes. I've never used one. I don't know how it works. I don't care. But it's a pain in my butt. They stole it when I went back into work. They drove it around with a topper on like an idiot. Really? Do you deliver? Oh, geez. All right. What does August look like for me? King of coins, money. Reene, money. There's some good money. I think you're going to get either some free money or some money coming in. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Don't spend any money thinking you get some free money. But I do think there's money coming in. King of coins is a nice, comfortable card. It feels like there's all sorts of good things, all sorts of good opportunities for getting income. And it could be a new job opportunity. That could be some open door for something that you're looking at, maybe a small business. That could be something you were motivated before you saw on YouTube. You're like, now I'm going to go chase it. Ace of Cups is also connection with a new friend. Going to go with a new friend, a new opportunity, money. It looks pretty clean. Looks pretty clean with that. Queen of Swords says you have to be able to be in control in August. If you let just the waves go and you ride the waves, you're going to have a rough end of August for sure. But the Queen of Swords says definitely take control over anything that comes up that you're like, yo, I need to take control over that before it comes to bite me in the booty. You get one of those situations, you're like, that is a booty biting situation right there, and I don't want to deal with that. Lovety wants to know about R. We got R for Julie. We got R for utubeuser. We got another R for Lovety. If your name starts with R, you got a lot of love right now. All the R's are getting all the loves. I mean, that's what you need in life. All the loves for the R's. Now, my name actually does start with R. So, hey, there you go. My real name does start with R. See? I mean, hey. If I'm going to, I should be out and about, apparently. Anyway, R's feelings for me currently. Oh, geez, the Emperor. Oh, Jesus, this looks so good. The feelings are fantastic. Everything's wonderful. Everything's beautiful. We're going to get the heart of hearts up in here. This is so nice. The Emperor starts us out. I mean, how can you go wrong with this? It's so clean and easy. This is so nice. I loved it. Lovety. I love the Lovety. And the Empress, R loves the Lovety too. I'm just saying, 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family, with the 6 of Pentacles, the giving, the sort of the sharing, the giving, the opportunities, the good stuff. It just feels great. This is the best reading of the night. Love to get the best reading of the night. R is absolutely adored with you. That is so clean and nice. Love it. I love the easy reads, where I don't have to dig into it, right? Because you get those hard reads to where it's all weird cards and it's an unusual question. Now you got to explain everything. So I mean, Lovety just got the beautiful one. The Lovety's got the beautiful one. And if your name starts with R, man, you need to get out and get some. Because I mean, apparently there's a lot of R's out there that are pretty excitable. All right, let's go to the anime tarot. Not the bad one, the good one. I will not be using the new anime tarot. By the way, that new anime tarot is already warping on me. You know, that really crappy one? It's warping on me. So I might return it. I might return it. I hate returning stuff on Amazon because I know you only get a certain amount of returns before they boot you or whatever. I hate returning stuff on there. I might just, I don't know. I don't think I can sell it. That's the problem. That's the problem. How much did that thing cost me? Let me go look. Anime tarot. Amazon. All right. Did we buy anything else this time? Oh, geez. It cost me $20. Oh, man. I lost my money. I hate to lose my money like that. Oh, well, it's already started warping too. No illustrated minors. I'm just saying. CJ, welcome. Good to see you. Future me and the Gemini. Do the names start with R? That's the important question. Does the name start with R? Is that the important question? 3 of Wands, cheering the Hanged Man. Man, that Gemini does indeed have twins, and they have 2 sides of them. It's like one time they're this, another time they're that. They're difficult to figure out. I'm not going to lie. Difficult to figure out at all. A Hanged Man, it feels like they're hiding some things. They're not showing you everything. They're not just honest or not up front with all of this other stuff. The Chariot, they constantly seem in motion. It's difficult to catch up with them and all that other stuff. But that 3 of Wands, Man, it feels like that you're looking at them do their thing and you're not participating in them doing their thing a lot of the times. And I think that sort of works our nerves a little bit, but you do have a lot of good opportunities here. The Chariot does say it could move forward. It could be just this great thing where you do, but there is a level of disconnect there. Well, I think once you clean that up, it's going to be a lot better. It's going to be a lot smoother and whatnot. But yeah, you do run into a thing where you just feel like you're just watching them do things, right? Instead of being participant in what they do. But overall, it looks pretty clean. Anything with the Chariot says I'm moving, you know, and I'm moving forward, I'm making it happen, stuff like that. The Gemini is not an R. Oh my God, this is disappointing. This is disappointing. All right, you've been watching my tarot one-on-one. If you haven't seen my tarot one-on-one, you haven't been a subscriber. Why not? Go subscribe. I have hundreds of hours of free tutorials in tarot. I don't charge you a thing. It's all free. Hundreds of hours of free content. I've been on YouTube 11 and a half years. I have been here 11 and a half years. So if you like that, I mean, you know what to do. Okay, I've been watching Tarot 101 on YouTube. If you have time, you're stuck lately. Can I get anything from guides, please? Okay, you're stuck lately. Not having good luck with that. Let's see what's going on with all of this. Let's delete this first. Okay, delete. Let's see. I assume you meant I'm stuck lately. I can't get anything from my guides. All right, entertainment purposes only. Let's get some unstuck actions from our guides. Make it happen. Make it happen over there. I think it's warped. You should return it. I'm tired of them sending us crap, pay hard-earned money. I agree with that. I mean, I couldn't agree more with that. Oh, man. But I hate ordering anything from... I know there's a level of return where if you return X number of things, then they lock you down on returns or something. I mean, I don't know exactly how it works. I don't think anybody does, but I don't want to return. I don't know. Maybe I give it away. I don't know. It was tax deductible. Maybe just give it away. Anyway, April. Okay. Feeling stuck like they could get anything from the guys. 7 of Cups. Ada, thank you for your donation. We're going to have to read you tomorrow. Ada, I appreciate your donation. But we are ending soon. You'll be the first one tomorrow, 6:15 Central. By the way, we had like 40, I think we had 46 donations tonight. So we had a lot of donations tonight. Trying to just get through these. 7 of Cups. April, your biggest problem is you're just in a situation where you got too many choices. You got too many things on your mind. You're overloaded. It's a 10 of Wands action, but it's in the form of the 7 of Cups. The reason it's in the form of Cups is because it feels like things have been weighting you down, especially emotionally. Things have been pulling you emotionally the way that you don't need to be pulled. Things have been grabbing you and yanking you in the direction emotionally that you're just not sort of prepared for and whatnot. And the Hierophant, everything feels so serious. And I don't think that you're really ready for that. A lot of times you're just like, geez, everything feels so serious, right? But yeah, whatever your name is down there, I had to time you out. You're like begging for stuff. I mean, come on, dude. If somebody doesn't have time to answer you and whatnot, but no, there's no time today. Anyway, and I said that earlier. Maybe you missed it. I do talk fast. Anyway, I timed you out. You're not banned. I timed you out. Sorry, it's just getting annoying. Anyway. But yes, too many things open, too many things emotionally pulling you in different directions, and that is sort of the cloud that is sort of out there making it happen. The Hierophant too everything feels really serious. Like I have to do this. I have to do that. And a lot of times if you have a bunch of things surrounding us and you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, right? Because I got an idea for a painting. I got an idea for this. I got an idea for that, you know, but then when it becomes really serious and very weighted, that's when it sort of bogs us down. All right. The guides. You need to look for friends for help in this moment. moment, right? Look for friends to help. You need distractions and you need to look for friends to help you. And that could be sort of connecting with old friends, hanging out, having a lunch, doing some stuff with people. I think other people being in your life, other people sort of talking it out is going to be important indeed. Making a connection here, being able to unload the emotions to somebody who's interested, who wants to hear it, I think is going to be the big key for you to getting some of this off your chest. Knight of Pentacles is ultimately you need to do more than you're doing. And I think that's kind of the difficult part. Maybe we need to do more. Maybe we need to take more action here. Knight of Pentacles is all about sort of getting things, right? But yeah, getting things happening. Knight of Pentacles says I need to narrow down what needs to be done and I need to do something. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. You need to make a decision, like 10 decisions. Yeah, that's the problem too, right? Seven of Cups, just overloaded. Ultimately, the Four of Swords is your key card. This is the card that makes the Knight. This says planning. It means don't do anything yet. Let's plan. Let's strategize. Let's look at the options before we make these decisions. Because planning up front, doing a lot of writing on some paper, what's good, what's bad, where should I be, is going to be your relief, and it's going to make the best decision. Because if you just sort of wing it, you're going to get in a situation where you're like, crap, I shouldn't have winged that. But if you plan accordingly, you plan properly, that is going to be your big key. That is going to be your big key to success in this matter. So there you go. Hopefully that helps out. Misrak, I wanted to know how to ask a question, and I told Misrak, and I think that they did. Okay, there we go. August, since I've been not feeling well. All right, am I going to get better? I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. I've had problems playing doctor in real life, if you know what I mean, too. But let's go with this, because that is entertainment purposes only. This is not a medical advice, should never be construed as medical advice. This is just an entertainment reading for Misrak. So yeah, that is for you. That is for you. You asked if this is for you. It is. All right. Am I going to feel better? Simple, direct, like it. Am I going to feel better? All right. Hafiz is too boring indeed. All right. So you're saying, is the message entertainment for me? Ooh, yes, it is right now. All right. Let's go back to the real read. Or Isaac's, what's going on? Like to know if we're going to feel better. Geez, the two. Ultimately, this says it takes some time to feel better. And I think you already figured that out. It feels like this is dragging on too long. It feels like that you should have felt better by now, but you're not. I think that is going to be the big key here. You're not feeling better, but you need some time to feel better. This is something that just requires time, right? Ten of Cups, will we feel better? The cards say yes. Ten of Cups, a happy home, happy family, a lot of good emotions, a lot of good things in there. Angel wings, welcome to the stream. But the Six is a slow-moving vehicle. But the good thing is, not only do you have the motion, the carrying you into feeling better, you have the motion in there moving on. You also have the 10, which is a happy home, happy family. So happy home, happy family. We're moving to feeling better. But now it sort of seals the deal over here with the 6. If you haven't read my book, link in the description. I talk about the 6 is a vehicle to a better place, a superior place. And from a level of challenges, from a level of maybe not feeling better, maybe having some challenges, to a level of better feelings, better things happening. So the 6 is a slow moving vehicle, though. They're moving it with a stick. They're jamming a stick into the pond and they're moving it that way. This is not a motorboat. It is a slow movement. So does it take time? Yes. And I think that it's taken too much time already, and that's why you are here. Ultimately, the 2 says you don't have to make any rash decisions. You don't have to make any big things happening. But obviously, if you're not feeling good, go see a doctor. A doctor is going to help you out. A tarot reading is not a doctor. A tarot reading is an entertainment reading. But ultimately, a tarot reading says, yes, you will be feeling better. But as always, entertainment purposes only. If you're sick, go see a doctor. Do not do anything based upon a random dude on YouTube reading your cards. Queen of Swords knows that. She says, look at that. Am I going to end up with a past person or a long-term relationship with a newbie? Let's find out with a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
All right, in case you're new here, a throwdown is a cage match, like wrestling cage match, between 2 options in tarot, and you want to know which one is going to be the best. Past person is going to be here, and a new person is going to be over here. Oh, Oh, the Empress just seals it. Like, you don't even have to do anything. You don't even have to do the reading at this point. The Empress sitting over here, especially next to Peace, feels like that this is going to be your option. It is going to be your environment. This is going to be something fantastic indeed. The new person wins. Now, look at this Queen of Swords. This is interesting. We're not eliminating the past person. I'm not saying that this loses, but I'm not saying it's not going to happen, because these are some weird cards over here. This is the Chariot. Somebody from the past is moving your direction. And the Magician, it feels like this is a good match. It feels like they've changed. We have a lot of good action over here. They're going to come in and make an opportunity, okay? Past person is, yes, they're going to come in and make an opportunity, but you want a long-term relationship, the new person's going to be better. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled at all, okay? By this past person, the new person wins, okay? I'm just saying. And the Truce card being up there may be that they are more balanced than that past person, because I think the past person coming in could have a little bit of extremes. Once I'm back from the vacation, I'm going to start planning for my future. That's what I'm talking about. YouTube user is all about business, all about success, making the action, making the beauty happen. Let's go with some Ciro Marchetti decks, because we're in a Ciro Marchetti mode. We don't have a Ciro Marchetti cloth over here. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that stupid person to send me my cloth that I bought almost a year and a half ago. No, over a year and a half ago. So I bought 5 new tarot cloths a year and a half ago, and I still don't have them. And I message them, and they're like, yeah, we got like 80,000 of these to ship out. I'm like, Jesus. So apparently I'm in the list somewhere. Eventually, sometime in the next decade, I will get my cloths, and they are spectacular, and I can't wait. But I do need to use more Ciro Marchetti cloths. All right. When do I meet my future spouse, and when do you see me getting married? I am still curious. I still think early part of 2024 you get married. Just saying, early part of 2024 you get married indeed. All right. Okay, when I meet my future spouse? When I meet my future spouse. 21. Got the Queen. Got a little bit of we got a little bit of a balancing act with that. And the Ace. Man, I really think you meet them spring of next year. I think you meet your future spouse spring of next year. Now, of course, that is not to say that we can't make a future spouse, or you're a decision away from marrying A. Your decision away from marrying N, your decision away from marrying R, or whoever the next person is. But I'm just saying, somebody that's really going to be the prime time spouse is going to be spring of next year. And I do think you get married in 2024. That's the bottom line. There are your 2 dates. There are your 2 dates. Locking it down. Locking it down indeed. Now, I said a long time ago that you and your sister are going to get married at the same time. I'm still sticking with that. All right, Hiro. Hiro's not texting me back. What is going on with Hiro? Why can't Hiro be like, will he text me back? What's going on? I'm trying to make a relationship over here. I got nothing. Well, let's go over here and find out what is going on with Hiro. All of that stuff. Maid of Muse deserves a publicity. The Maid of Muse. I have no idea what the Maid of Muse is. But hey, I mean, hello, cat. What's going on? Salem is in here. Salem is like, I want attention. Salem knows that, hello, you want to be on camera? Yeah. You want to be? Oh, no, she don't want to be on camera. The minute I said camera, she left. She was like, I'm opting out, sir. No camera for me. Why didn't Hiro text me back? Oh, man. I think Hiro's talking, maybe. I think Hiro's talking to other people. Hiro's talking to some things. Hiro's making, Hiro's making some waves over there. Ace of Cups, I'm talking to somebody new. Interacting with somebody. I'm not saying they're cheating or whatnot. I feel like I'm talking to somebody new, opening the door with that. the moon, emotional connection, or sort of maybe talking, maybe things happening with that, the world. Now, this is interesting that you got two big majors in the thing. The world says well-traveled, opportunities and whatnot. I do think that they will text you back or whatnot, but I think they're interacting with somebody new. That is where I'm going with that. There's what I'm going with that. I can't, even with my books, I have so many books, I never read them. I'm an avid reader. Like I'm a freakish avid reader. I went through a book on a couch and at Christina's place, really fast, like a few hours. I'm pretty quick with books. The most important question of all is down there. Oh man, giving Hafiz the boot. That's good. Here's the thing I asked before, really wanted to know when in. Okay, really wanted to know this. All right, here's the most important question of all. When is in making the bump in bellies involve romantically? Will I be? Okay, let's see some details on in. And in's a possible pregnancy. We're not, I'm not 100% on anything, but possible pregnancy with that. And all of that. Lisa, we're winding up for the night. We've had almost 50 donations tonight, Lisa, so we're winding down the night. We will be here at 6:15 tomorrow, and we are here every single night at 6:15 Central. All right, let's see the baby bump. 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. When do they knock somebody up? Either the end of the year or the beginning of the next year. Either the end of this year or the beginning of the next year. It just looks like one of those options where it's like sort of rounding out the year. Rounding out the year with that. We're going with that, right? Going with that. Will I be romantically involved with anybody? I mean, I do think you are romantically involved with somebody. You got the 6 of Pentacles, right? You're sort of giving out, you having this opportunity. We've seen the 2 of Pentacles. We've seen kind of the things with that. But yeah, the 7 of Wands. You're defensive against them coming in. You're defensive against them coming in and sort of making moves, making waves with that. Ultimately, the 5 of Swords says that, it just feels like that everything changes in their life with the baby bump, right? Everything changes, everything alters, and I think you're feeling that. They're feeling that. It's definitely an emotional kind of thing for everybody involved. So yeah, very interesting indeed. Again, I think end of the year, maybe beginning of next with what have you. So I do think you will be with somebody else too. Anyway, timing, man, never know. You never know though with the timings and whatnot. YouTube user, we got ADA and we are out of here. Any love career, a little snapshot into the future. We can do that with some cats. We do. Oh no, we're not going to do cats. We're going to do the Adventurous Tarot. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I like the Adventurous Tarot. I'm going to say now that this, for accuracy, this is pretty on target for what I'm saying. All right, you got the Empress, love career, small snapshot. I really think the dating you're doing now can go anywhere you want it. You're big time in control of this dating. Your dating can have you in control, right? The Empress, it feels like there's a lot of opportunity here. If you want to get serious with somebody, you want to lean in that direction, you can. It's really on your shoulders now. Now, the 9 says a lot of good career stuff is going to happen to you. It's going to go through. It's going to be clean. It's going to be easy. I don't think you have to try very hard with the career, with the career. Ultimately, the Magician says you have opportunities to take with the career. You're in command with love. And you're in command with career. Now, YouTube user, that does bring about a big conversation topic, doesn't it? If you're in charge of both aspects, you need to start planning and make a goal board, make a dream board, make a board out and figure, where do I want to be in love and where do I want to be in career? Because if you make these decisions now, it's going to be much easier because you've kind of already planned this. You've gone through it in your mind and whatnot. And it's very sort of simple to do at that point. And that is the end of this ADA. I will get you tomorrow, first thing at 6:15 Central. Thank you for your donation. And if you're wanting to donate, I'm back every single day. Every night I'm here, 6:15 Central. You'll see me. I'm here all the time. So every single night for the rest of your life, come back when I'm back. Thank you for being here. We'll see you then.